Recording in progress.
All right, welcome everybody. We are live from Cascade Hypnosis Center. All right, okay. And we're going to wait for folks to join. Today we are talking about how to help our clients eliminate food cravings. So I'm just going to wait a moment for folks to join. We got started just slightly early. All right, so today, let me go ahead and bring up our presentation for today. This is a really timely topic as we move into the holiday season. All right, so the three things that you must do in hypnosis for your client to experience lasting relief from food cravings. That is our topic today. And we're just waiting for folks to join for our live call. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. So, I am here in beautiful Bellingham, Washington. I would love to know where you are at today. So, please use the chat function to let us know where in the world you are today. And if you are watching the recording, please be sure to let us know where you are in the world so we can welcome you and welcome you to our training today. All right, so I'm going to continue. Just getting a notification. All right. All right, I hope you are having a fantastic day. My name is Erica Flint, and I created Cascade Hypnosis Center in 2013 after using hypnosis to heal myself. I went through a really, really low point in my life. I found myself at the hospital in the emergency room, having to make a really important decision about alcohol and its role in my life. It was a very painful, challenging time in my life, but hallelujah, I found hypnosis, and hypnosis helped me to get rid of alcohol forever. And I haven't drank anything in over 11 years. But along the way, I became a professional hypnotist because I learned the power of hypnosis and how powerful it was in my personal life. And so I realized I wanted to help other people do the exact same thing. And so in 2014, I opened Cascade Hypnosis Center in 2013. In 2014, I started teaching other hypnotists how to do this exact same thing. And we've had other hypnotists working at Cascade Hypnosis Center ever since. And now we've trained over 350, probably closer to 400 now, compassionate humans in the art and skill of professional and modern hypnosis and hypnotherapy. I'm a board certified hypnotist. I'm a master accredited professional hypnotherapy instructor. I'm Order of the Braid with the National Guild of Hypnotists, and I've won a bunch of awards from these professional organizations, which I'm grateful for, all to just show you that this is a profession. This is something that you can grow in. And a lot of our incoming students really love the fact that they can turn in and transition from wherever they are right now, as far as work goes, into doing something like hypnosis and becoming a professional hypnotist. So if you're just joining us, please let us know where in the world you are in the chat. We would love to welcome you. I'm also an author of 4 books. Now, the ones that we're going to be talking about today, for the most part, are Can You Be a Hypnotist? And also aspects of Reprogram Your Weight. So Reprogram Your Weight is my first book, and then Lighter is my second book. And these are both on how to help eliminate emotional eating with the power of hypnosis. So if you would like a copy of any of these books, leave a comment in the chat. Our grads and our clients love Reprogram Your Weight. And if you're considering becoming a professional hypnotist, you would love a copy of Can You Be a Hypnotist? So just leave a message in the chat, and we'll be sure to get you a copy of that. Now, my goal is to help change 1 million lives with the power of hypnosis. And how we get there is 1,000 hypnotists helping at least 1,000 clients. And with 1 million people served with the power of hypnosis, I believe we'll be able to change the mindset of the public perception of hypnosis. We don't want people thinking hypnosis is only stage hypnosis, or that hypnosis is what you see in movies in Hollywood. What we really want is for people to recognize the power of hypnosis is truly the power within them. And so their first option would be to sit and do some hypnosis when they had any issue, to get deeper insight and help clear their mind and hopefully make better decisions instead of getting stuck in a problem. And most of our clients these days, they don't want the pill anymore. They don't want pharmaceuticals. They don't want something that isn't enduring. They don't want something that has a side effect. So there are more and more clients that are reaching out for help with hypnosis because they recognize that it's not only empowering, but there are no side effects. Or the side effects are relaxation and enjoying your life, if you want to say that. All right, our agenda today, we're going to go over the modern and professional hypnotherapeutic techniques that I teach and we do at Cascade Hypnosis Center. So this course, this hypnosis certification course, one of the reasons I really appreciate it is we don't teach you anything you don't need to know, okay? We don't teach you anything that you will not use with clients. So you only get the best of the best and techniques and tools that you will use every single day with all of your clients. First, starting with yourself. Now, this program is systematic and repeatable, and this is very important. I can't tell you how many students come to us after a different training program loving hypnosis, totally appreciating it, really enjoying it, but not having a systematic approach, so they're overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. Now, that was also my first experience with hypnosis because my initial hypnosis training was kind of what I would call a buffet or a Hypno 101. It had a lot of technique, but we didn't practice it, and we didn't get any depth of knowledge on any technique whatsoever. So, although I graduated from that class very inspired, I had no idea what to do with my first clients. So this program is systematic and repeatable. Now, the other benefit of it being systematic and repeatable, it means that you're going to know what to do and you can be present with your client. Okay, you're not searching for a script, you're not searching for a technique. And because of that, students have success in class and they build confidence right away. And your confidence goes a long way. So when you have a personal experience with hypnosis, it makes it really easy for you to talk about hypnosis and to help other people with the same skill and techniques that helped you. Now, there's no prior skill or experience or education required. You don't need to have any training in psychology or therapy. You don't need to be a counselor. You don't need any of that. But you probably are looking for success as a professional hypnotherapist. There's a lot of hypnosis training out there. There's a lot of informational hypnosis training out there, but we are a professional level school. So you will learn the modern therapeutic techniques plus the skills to move your client from presenting issue all the way to full relief. Okay, we don't do single sessions. We really help our clients solve big problems, things that they haven't been able to solve in the past. So why are you here now? Are you thinking about becoming a professional hypnotist? Have you had an experience with hypnosis? Please let us know in the chat if you'd like to share. We'd love to talk about your experiences with hypnosis. Hypnosis is really, really powerful. And so we often get folks who have done hypnosis or done something with their mind, or they have a family member, and that is what's bringing them here. And they also want better results for themselves and their clients. We often get a lot of folks who are in healing professions and other professions where they are serving and helping people on a face-to-face experience. However, they're noticing that their clients or students or patients, whatever, could benefit from some sort of relaxation and hypnosis, but they don't know how to do it. So they come to get the professional level training from us. So who is this training for? People with a servant's heart. I can teach you everything you want to know about hypnosis, and it is teachable, it is learnable, it is systematic and repeatable, and but we want you to come in with a servant's heart, and that means that you care. You care about other people, you care about the greater good. You are doing this not only for great income, because this is a lucrative profession, but also you're doing it for the greater good. You're doing it because you want to make a positive difference. You're doing it because there is a need and you want to be able to fill that need, and this work is very fulfilling. Is very fulfilling. Just in the past month, I've helped somebody who was experiencing physical sensations from chemotherapy, and we reduced those sensations, so he's able to go through a chemo experience without feeling terrible. It doesn't ruin his whole week, it doesn't ruin his whole day, so he's able to have a life outside of his chemo, which is pretty significant for a big portion of his life. Another client stopped drinking. Another client stopped using cannabis. Another client is sleeping better. So these are things that are really big issues for our clients. And when they are able to resolve these issues within them, they start leading better lives. And it's very fulfilling for us to be a part of it. So we end up helping a lot of nurses and healthcare professionals train with us. A lot of coaches and entrepreneurs train with us. We get a lot of healers and a lot of educators. So folks like massage therapists, teachers, that type of thing. Also IT professionals like me. My previous career was a software developer. And that was a great job, and it had great money, as you would imagine, but it was not very fulfilling, and I felt lost. And so hypnosis is extremely fulfilling, not only personally, but professionally. And so if that's you, you're in exactly the right place. It's also for neuroscience geeks who like to know the why behind things. So if you really like to know what's going on in the brain and why things are happening and why behavior, you can't leave hypnosis out, right? Hypnosis is such an integral part of how we understand what's going on up here, so that we can get tapped into the subconscious and the deeper levels of understanding. Now make sure to get our new guide. In addition to the Can You Be a Hypnotist book, we do have a new guide for becoming a professional hypnotist in 2024. This is a comprehensive guide, but it has instruction in there, and there's video too for you to get a deeper understanding. So please leave a comment, guide, if you would like a copy of that. We'll be sure to get you a copy of this PDF guide right away. And then, like I said before, there are some videos that go with that for self-hypnosis, so you can get practicing. All right, so do you feel like you're meant to help others in lasting and meaningful ways? And are you intrigued by how the mind works and believe we are inherently more powerful than we realize? If so, you are in exactly the right place, and thank you for being here. So let's go into a very basic definition of hypnosis. So this is a neuroscientific definition of hypnosis. What we're going to do to enter into hypnosis is we're going to reduce beta brainwaves. Now, beta brainwaves are fast and specialized. It's like crowded and noisy, but we need beta for critical thinking. So if you can imagine the ability for us to have big thoughts and think about a lot of things at the same time, those are special beta brain waves. They're specialized. There's lots of them. Now, that can also come off as anxiety when we're trying to relax. So what we do know is that in a state of hypnosis, your brain is predominantly in an alpha theta brainwave state. So in order to enter hypnosis, you're going to reduce beta and enter into hypnosis. Bypass the critical factor or the judging part of the brain and feel better. So what are clients seeking support for? Hypnosis, you can use hypnosis on anything that you want to be able to do, but there are some aspects of hypnosis that we get a lot of clients for. And the first one is anxiety and feeling out of control. Okay. Now, sometimes that leads to too much behavior. So sometimes a client might be drinking too much or smoking too much or eating too much, but really under the covers, it's anxiety. And we always have to address anxiety and sleep. No matter what our client is coming to see us for, you always want to check on those things, because if you're not addressing them, the solution won't last forever. Okay. Now the third thing would be negative self-talk that we're going to focus on and get rid of that too. All right. The bread and butter of hypnosis is weight loss and stopping smoking. Okay. But there's all sorts of things that you can help your clients with: behaviors, habits, nail biting, hair pulling, bedwetting, alcohol. I help a lot of people stop drinking, and I have personal experience with that, so it's very good, and it is very fulfilling because it's a difficult situation, but giving somebody and helping them get their own life back is highly rewarding. We need a lot of people who want to help kids. So if you're interested in helping our young kids right now, there is so much stress. COVID really was hard for our young people, and it's hard for them to recover. It's causing additional stress for our kids. It's causing additional stress for the educators. And so there's a lot of work to be done there. And the cool thing is that this is highly effective. Highly, highly effective. It brings so much peace and understanding. Even just teaching basics of hypnosis and basics of relaxation, you can really bring a lot of calm and a lot of help to your communities merely by teaching the basics of hypnosis and self-hypnosis. And in doing that, you're likely to grow your practice too, as you're teaching some classes on hypnosis. Now, and we have a lot of our grads that model something like that, and that's how I first started my practice. I taught community-based courses on stress, on anxiety, on reprogram your weight, so weight loss, and out of that I'm serving a larger community, but then a lot of private clients would find me that way as well. Now, we also help people with business growth, self-actualization, and of course pain. Pain is something that we help a lot of clients with, and normally it's not acute pain that we're helping our clients with. Normally we're helping our clients with things that are other than acute pain, mostly. So chronic pain, some of our clients are having nerve pain, chemo pain, cancer pain, some folks call it that. And so there are things that we can do to help our clients reduce the sensation in their body of that pain. Okay, we aren't going to say that we get rid of it, but we certainly can reduce the sensation or reduce the recognition of that pain in the body, and our clients feel significantly better. Okay, so if you have anyone in your family who is really struggling right now, hypnosis might be the number one best thing for them to do to find relief. Now, those are the things that our clients come to us for, but what is the actual issue, and why am I bringing this up? Well, we're going to get to the ending cravings in just a second. But the point is, it's not just about the cravings. It's not about the sugar. It's about the underlying trauma. It's about the underlying abandonment and shame. It's about feelings of being unworthy, of feelings of being unloved, feelings of not belonging. And so when we address those deeper, usually very old feelings, and so these feelings often have to do with a sense of belonging and not feeling good enough, and they're very old. They can go all the way back to when our clients are infants and even earlier than that. When we address and are able to release the pain and suffering from that part of our client, and they're doing the work, they feel significantly better. It's life-changing for them. Life-changing for them, because often they've been walking around with some level of burden, some kind of weight on their shoulders for quite some time. Now, you might have had the experience where you didn't realize how intense or heavy something was until it was gone, and only then did you realize, wow, I didn't realize how much that was bothering me. That's the type of experience we have with our clients, except that they've been carrying it around for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, okay? So our clients are going to come to us with a presenting issue, but we always know that the underlying root cause is something deeper, and it often has something to do with trauma and a sense of belonging, okay? So the three things you must do in hypnosis for your clients to experience lasting relief from food cravings. So I'm going to go into a little bit more detail here, and please feel free to share with me your experience. If you have questions about this, just put them in chat, or you can also put them in Q&A. All right, so we have to heal the past, all right? So what's happening with a craving? With a craving, our clients are getting a sensation, a feeling, an idea to eat a particular type of food. Now, one of the things that is very common for our clients, and one thing that I'm going to do at the very beginning of working with a weight loss client, is I'm going to ask them if they have any problem foods. And the reason I'm going to ask them if they have any problem foods is I want to give them a quick win. Okay, we can't resolve all of our clients' food and eating and relationship to their body and relationship to themselves. We can't solve all of those things at once, but we can help give our clients some control back. Okay, and so one of the things that I'm going to ask them at the beginning is, do you have any problem foods? All right, so anybody on the call have any problem foods? Does anybody want to share? I will tell you mine. I was just at a hypnosis conference in Texas this last weekend, and I was giving a presentation on reprogram your weight and how to help clients end the painful cycle of emotional eating. And I shared my problem food. I don't really want to call it a problem food, but it's a food that is hard for me to eat and only just have one. So I'll share with you guys. One of them is Nutella. Absolutely love Nutella. But I have decided, and this works for me, that I only get to have my Nutella when I am bike riding. And this is so perfect, you guys. I remember being out on Whatcom County 100, or Whatcom County Century is a road tour, right? And so I pull in, and we had done 25 miles, and I'm like, oh, they have the standard, like, kind of plain bagels and like orange slices and grapes, and then they have like candy stuff, right? But I pulled in and I saw the Nutella, and Nutella just, I don't know, it's kind of like Calgon take me away type of a thing, but I realized it's really delicious, and I love looking forward to it when I am exercising. So I took this idea of Nutella and I decided, Erica, you can have Nutella anytime you are doing a long adventure. So anything that's taking 3+ hours, I'm going to pack probably a Nutella sandwich or a small pack of Nutella. Now the other one is golden Oreos, double stuffed golden Oreos. Those things are dangerous, and I absolutely love them, but they also sell them in short package sizes. I will never buy the full size, but I will buy the smaller size. So I still get to have those foods. I just have some rules and restrictions around them. Harrietta says pastries anytime. I know, isn't that crazy? It's like some food you don't have to be hungry for, right? And Tim says chocolate. There's a lot of reasons why we love sweets, and there's a lot of reasons that the brain loves us to eat sweets, and it's mostly because of dopamine and how it makes us feel. But for a lot of our clients, what ends up happening is they end up feeling out of control. And then because of the weight, they start to feel heavy, and they start to really feel like they're out of control in their life, and they start losing confidence, and a lot of things can spin out of control from there, okay? So we're going to, number one, heal the past, help get our client back into the state where they're feeling good about themselves, okay? And part of what we're going to do at the very beginning here is give them some results on their problem food, okay? So if we can help them with the one thing that is an issue with them and give them some results while we heal the past, okay? We've got to do this. We have to heal the past. I would say, and it's unfortunate, that probably 1/3 of my weight loss clients have sexual trauma as part of their story, and they're ready to get rid of it. They're ready to put that behind them. They're ready. They've carried it around for too long. Now, some of them do perceive that they have been protecting themselves with the added weight, but more often than not, that's part of it. But more often than not, food just became a coping strategy. And food became something that they could always turn to. It was heartbreaking for me when I realized with my clients, and I've lost weight. I've lost 60 pounds a couple of times. So I was on Weight Watchers. I know the experience of emotional eating. But when I was sitting with my client and I asked her, what do you have to look forward to during your day? And she said, eating. That's the only time people aren't bothering me. That's the only time I have peace of mind. And I was getting a consistent answer from almost all of my clients. They're too stressed. And when they're eating, now they have peace of mind. Nobody's bothering them because they're eating. And so I came up with the broccoli test. Now, the broccoli test is a binary indicator of true hunger. So my clients use the broccoli test to determine, are they actually hungry? If they're actually hungry, they're going to eat something healthy. If they're not actually hungry, now they have to do something else. And this is where the real work comes into play. So as we heal the past, we have to help our client recognize a new coping strategy, which at the beginning is hypnosis. So we already have a built-in coping strategy for our clients at the beginning. If you don't know what else to do and you feel like eating, just go do hypnosis. Just go do hypnosis. Now, to be fair, there's still a little bit of, frustration in that because, it's easier to have the sweet. It's easier to have the pastry, okay? But when you want to make a change in your life, there's a little bit of effort there. And the truth is, hypnosis makes it so much easier. So whatever our client's experience was in the past, it's going to be at least 75% easier, okay? Because we're going to get rid of all of the stress and anxiety that gets piled on top of our client's original experience, okay? All right, so here with healing the past, we want to make sure that our clients get an immediate sense of peace of mind. And so the common response here when we are healing the past is clients are saying that they forgot what peaceful felt like, that they hadn't had a peaceful night's sleep or the chaos in their mind, and they just aren't thinking about food anymore. Okay, so food is not top of mind. It's just not the number one thing in their life anymore. So they have more peace in their life. And a very common outcome from the first week or 2 weeks of hypnosis for a weight loss client, they might report that it's been a long week. Why is that? Well, there's going to be many moments that are worth remembering. Okay, rather than all of these moments of guilty residue, frustration, should I eat that, should I not, that type of thing, where there's a lot of stress and anxiety. Instead, the first couple of weeks become more peaceful and loving, and we see our clients start doing things that are very good for them. So we see them getting up early and going on a walk. We see them spending time with the dog. We see them doing things that what we would say is really good self-care. Okay. All right, so the second thing that we have to help our clients do is change their relationship with food. They're never going to not have a problem eating if they keep eating for emotional reasons. So we have to end the painful cycle of emotional eating. All right, so here what we have to do is help our client get back in touch with a true sense of hunger. Are you actually hungry? And we have to help our clients with very powerful anti-anxiety techniques. So the number one thing that I would say about helping clients lose weight is it's actually an anti-anxiety program. Okay. And it's not just anti-anxiety, it's not just identifying sources of anxiety. It really is helping our clients gain the skill of anti-anxiety, just like we can gain skill playing soccer, just like we can gain skill playing the piano, just like we can gain skill in anything in our life. We need our clients to gain skill in relaxation. And what I mean by that is calming the thinking mind. Okay? Because otherwise what's going to happen is they're going to feel anxious and then they're going to want to eat to stop that anxiety. And that's exactly what happens. When they put the sugar in their mouth, when you put the chips in your mouth, when you put the pastries in your mouth, dopamine gets released and now that anxiety diminishes. Okay? So our clients are using food as an anti-anxiety technique, right? So we want to help them change their relationship with food. Food really needs to be there for energy and nutrition. Okay? Now that might irritate our clients, but they're coming to us for often a life-saving type of a thing, right? Their doctor might be telling them, you're pre-diabetic, you're going to be in big trouble in 5 years if you don't do something about it now. So they really feel like this is something that if they don't turn it around, it's going to be a problem. And even if our clients are attempting or using some GLP-1 weight loss drugs, there is so many mindset and deeper work that we need to do with our client when they've been eating improperly for their entire life, which we're pretty much trained to eat wrong when we're little. When we're little, we are taught to eat not because of hunger. we're taught to eat because mom said so. We're taught to eat because here's your breakfast. You can't leave the room until you eat it, right? And so when we're young, we're not taught to eat out of hunger. We're kind of trained out of that when we're younger. And I think maybe we as a society are getting better at that. But still, I think kids are kind of forced to eat not because of they're hungry, but because it's convenient for mom and dad. And if they don't eat now, then they're going to have a fit or be unhappy later, right? So we need to undo that training, and food is going to be there for energy and nutrition. And so we're going to help our clients do this with anti-anxiety techniques. Okay, really, really good anti-anxiety techniques so our clients feel like they're in control. Okay. Now that doesn't mean that there is no stress in the world. It means when our clients notice, okay, so they'll have some awareness that things are starting to get a little stressful. And how will they tell? Well, we're going to guide them into noticing how it makes them feel in their body. Okay, so we're going to be doing some somatic and some very kind of deep questioning into their relationship with themselves and their physical body, because their physical body is what's going to tell them when they're hungry, and their physical body is going to start telling them when they're starting to feel a little anxious. And so we give our clients control back by giving them a handle. And we're going to teach them anti-anxiety techniques, hypnotic anti-anxiety techniques. So if they start to feel a little bit of stress come up, they're going to go do a technique. Now, 3 days of that, and our clients are feeling fantastic, because they have not felt like this much in control, maybe in decades of their life. Okay. But the third thing that we need to do to help our clients get rid of food cravings is we need to help them connect with and heal the body. So many of our clients have really been disconnected from their body, meaning they kind of float out of their body, or they don't really know what their emotions are. They don't know really what it feels like to be full. They don't know really what it feels like to feel hunger. And so getting back in touch with what we call the body's consciousness, the unconscious mind. Okay, the unconscious mind is your body. Your subconscious mind is your heart, and your heart's understanding. That's what we tap into in hypnosis. And then your conscious mind is your thinking mind, your prefrontal cortex, the critical factor. And so we want to make sure that we're serving the physical body. And most of our weight loss clients have been really far disconnected from their body. I need to take a drink of water. Just a second, you guys. I love this part. Now, I love all aspects of helping clients, but really helping people feel at safe and at home in their body is such an honor. It truly is. And I love helping clients do this for themselves. So I teach a very specific and proprietary body scan technique, and our clients are able to understand the deeper need, and then they still have to choose to follow through on that. But with hypnosis, taking action on what they know they need to do is significantly easier. As a matter of fact, it doesn't feel like work. It just is like, oh, that's the next obvious step, okay? And so our clients, we have to help them feel at home in their own body and able to recognize and fulfill their deeper needs. Most of our clients who are coming for weight loss will experience that they feel or sense a pit in their stomach. It's very consistent for my clients. And so one of the things that we do is we help them fill up that pit with what they really want in their life, not the sugary treats, but time with loved ones, sunsets, experiences. So part of the solution here for our weight loss clients is to give them permission and help support them in identifying and recognizing their deeper needs and what will truly fulfill them as a person. So we get to help them say no, we get to help them set boundaries, and we get to help them modify things in their life so they in fact do get to change their relationship for food. Now, in a moment, at the end or near the end of the call today, I'm going to tell you guys one of my very, very favorite almost instantaneous stop craving techniques that my clients absolutely love. But in the meantime, this is what the hypnosis focuses on for our weight loss clients. We're going to heal the past. We use age regression and forgiveness therapies to heal the past and eliminate past fear, anger, and guilt. Okay, now if any of those emotions are currently serving our client, we will help them keep those emotions, but almost certainly they are not continuing to serve our clients. So we give our clients the tools and the power to eliminate past emotions that are not serving them anymore. They feel better, they feel empowered, they feel confident, and they're able to take action when they want to. So they follow through on the things they want to follow through on. Now, the second is because of the anti-anxiety techniques, they have an increase in self-control and they are able to change their relationship with food. So I'll have clients, when I see them in the office, they'll say, Erica, I went almost the whole day really without thinking about food. I just they ate their lunch and they ate food, but they weren't dwelling on what they're going to eat. They weren't dwelling on wanting to lose weight. So their mind was focused on something else, something more peaceful, rather than weight loss, trying to lose weight. What should I eat? What should I wear? Okay, it became a part-time job for a lot of my clients. And then lastly, establish new and consistent routines and heal the body. All right, so one of the first things I want to do with my clients is help them make and keep small promises with themselves. So many of our clients are not being honest with themselves. They make a promise in the morning and they're breaking it in the evening. Okay. Have you ever done that? I know I used to all the time. But with the power of hypnosis and really deep, insightful, loving work, we can really help our clients get their power back and do things in their life that they never thought were possible. Okay. So the 4 things that you must do to start a successful hypnosis practice. I'm going to tell you about our hypnosis training now and how our training helps you support people who are coming to you to lose weight, to stop drinking. So please feel free to ask any questions about our training program. So number 1, get great training. There really is a lot of training out there and there probably is a lot of good training, but if you want to be a professional hypnotist, if you want to work with people in exchange for money and help them realize their goals and their dreams, you need more than just hypnosis. You need excellent hypnosis, but it needs to be the modern hypnosis that hypnotists are actually using with clients, not something theoretical or something that sounds neat, but hypnotists don't actually use. Okay, so this course is basically whittled down to the absolute most applicable elements that I use with my clients every single day. Okay, which means that when you leave class, you're going to leave having the tools that professional hypnotists use and something that you'll use every day. Okay, so what separates hypnotists that struggle from the ones that make a difference? The biggest thing I see really is that it's not systematic. Their previous training wasn't systematic, so they're overwhelmed. They don't know what to do, right? They got inspired by hypnosis, but there isn't a 1, 2, 3, 4 type of a thing. Okay. And the second thing that I see is there is no business aspects as part of the course. So they merely learned hypnosis. They have no idea how to become a professional hypnotist. So they don't know how to launch a practice. They don't know how to get clients. They don't know how to move a client from presenting issue all the way to full relief. They just kind of end up doing random single hypnosis sessions with them in hopes that the client gets relieved. So that's what makes this hypnosis training different. It's both systematic and it's business oriented, because you could be the best hypnotist in the world, but if you don't have any clients, it's not really helping anybody, right? So we want you to have the understanding of what it takes to bring in new clients. And the system is 5-phase advanced transformational hypnosis. You might have heard of it already. We call it 5-Path. It was developed by Cal Banyan over 20 years ago based on universal therapy by Gerald Kine. So it's been around for a long time. We've just continued to update it, and it includes a lot of the best techniques from psychotherapy, but we get to use them while our client is in a state of hypnosis. So we're accessing the subconscious mind, which means the results are significantly faster. Okay. So the 5-path system, the way that it works is it works upon the human emotional scale. Okay. So if you know anything about the emotional scale, there's a lot of authors, a lot of folks who have done a lot of work on this, but there's some universal thoughts. Okay. we have to get rid of fear first, right? And so we start actually with hope. So 5 Paths starts with hope. And the reason for that is because our clients come to us with a little bit of hope. If they were hopeless, they wouldn't be there. But they're usually tired, frustrated, exhausted. And so we want to kind of pump them up a little bit with the possibility, with what can happen, with really, really good first hypnosis session. And in that really, really good first hypnosis session, our client is likely to leave feeling completely different. So we want them to have a really good first hypnosis experience so they leave feeling hopeful that things can change. Okay, so after that first session, they're really feeling really good. And then we're going to do age regression with them to get rid of fear. Okay, after we get rid of that fear, and that's usually related to their root cause, now when we get rid of fear, people get angry. Okay, when they're not afraid of the situation anymore, and this is always a good sign, and it's an advanced technique or advanced tip. If you ever notice your client flip from fear to anger in the session, bravo, they just released the fear. And underneath the fear, for sure, is anger. They're mad at you, or they're mad at they're not mad at you, they're mad at whoever for the situation. Okay, so when our clients flip from anger to from fear to anger, they just transformed. And so we want to catch that. Okay, so in phase 3, we're going to help them release anger at other people. We call it useless anger because there's nothing good to do with that anger. If there is something good to do with the anger that our client has, then we're going to advise them to take action and make fair if that makes sense. But usually we're just helping them release it. Okay, after we help our clients release anger at other people, now we're going to help them release anger and guilt at the self. This is such an amazing session because our clients are forgiving themselves. They're coming to face with themselves, with everything that has transpired, and it can be a beautiful, freeing session. And then the 5th session, or the 5th phase, is designed to eliminate secondary gain. Okay, and this is a second reason for our clients to hang on to the problem. We see this with weight loss clients where they'll lose weight for a while, but then it plateaus. And there's a couple reasons for that, so we're always going to check on secondary gain. So here's another way of looking at it. So I'm going to go through that same material just in a slightly different way. So phase 1, preparation, testing, and convincing. This is the very first session. This is where our clients are going to experience deep hypnosis and deep relaxation. And you might teach them an anti-anxiety technique if they come in really anxious. Okay, your client's going to leave feeling hopeful and that they can change. Okay. Phase 2, age regression, the most powerful technique we have as hypnosis professionals. I have to say this now because there are folks who all the time say, but Erica, isn't age regression dangerous? No, when used properly, it is not dangerous whatsoever. Is a knife dangerous? Yes, it can be. So age regression is super powerful. You have to know how to do it well, okay? And it's easy to do well, okay? There's very few guidelines, all right? Do not avoid this very powerful technique just because you're worried at how powerful it is, okay? This age regression is normal and natural, okay? Any time that our client is experiencing any level of PTSD, they are experiencing an age regression. They're experiencing it in real time with anxiety. So yes, we want to use the same mechanism that the brain is using. We want to use that same mechanism to help them, okay? Highly effective. It can get to root cause very easily, and our clients leave feeling like $1,000,000 usually, okay? Now, phase 3, once we get rid of that fear, and again, that usually gets to root cause. For phase 3, we're getting rid of anger. Okay, now in phase 2, for our weight loss clients, sometimes there is sexual trauma there, but sometimes there is abandonment, loneliness, they're missing a sense of belonging, they don't feel good enough, there can be shame from experiences in school or with other people, and when we clear those up and get rid of that root cause, our clients feel like a different person. Okay, and they start to really open up to understanding how they've been using food to make that feeling go away. So when we use hypnosis, and hypnosis neutralizes that old bad feeling, they find that they're not reaching for the food anymore. They don't need it. And it can be extremely liberating for our clients because they'll be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to buy the chips. They'll kind of have like a mind blow. They're like, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe I just forgot to buy the candy. And of course, we consider that a huge win. Good. It's not prioritized in your mind anymore. You've actually transformed. Your relationship with food has changed, right? Good job. Now, phase 3 with anger, a lot of our clients who want to lose weight do not identify with anger. If you can imagine, people pleasers, women, mothers who just want everybody to be happy. This is my common or my standard client is like a 55-year-old woman who is super sweet and everybody loves her, but she's really stressed because she doesn't have enough confidence and she just says yes to everybody. Okay, do you know someone like that in your life? And so I found with weight loss clients and anger, I'm going to suggest to my client that it's okay to be angry. It's okay. And it's okay if you don't feel good about being angry. It's okay if you don't like being angry. I might use the word unfairness instead of anger. Okay, was that fair? But I really want my client to access the sense in their life that, again, we get to root cause in AR, but there's still some other things that have been unfair, things that have been said, things that have been done. And we give our client access to that emotion and that experience, and then we give them the opportunity to eliminate it and resolve it. And they always say yes and get rid of it, and they end up leaving the office feeling lighter and better than they felt in a very long time. One of my favorite suggestions with phase 3, because clients are often, they'll cry, they might need to use the restroom in the middle of the session. That's always a good sign. It's always a good sign. Client is releasing the physical body. The body's consciousness is releasing, okay? And so anytime for my clients that they need to use the restroom or something like that in the middle of a session, it's almost always a good sign that the client is ready to be rid of things. Okay. Now, after they get rid of that anger at other people, now we have the leverage to ask them to forgive themselves. And this is when they truly set themselves free. Because shame and all of these bad feelings are starting here. There's negative self-talk we have to address, and some other things that our client might be doing to basically stabilize a negative state. Okay, so forgiveness of self is beautiful. Forgiveness of self is where our clients fall in love with themselves again, slowly but truly. And they start really recognizing what they put themselves through. They kind of come to terms with themselves. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's an honor to be a part of it. And then we also get to move on to phase 5 for parts mediation. So a common issue with weight loss clients is their partners. It's happened so many times. I have a client come in, he or she starts losing weight, mostly she's, mostly girls, mostly women. They start losing weight for a while, and then all of a sudden it plateaus. And a standard reason for this is that their partner is feeling left out. Okay, so loving partner is feeling left out. Wife or spouse or hubby is losing weight and getting healthy. They're not as interested in Netflixing and watching videos. They're not as interested in going out to eat. They want to go on the hikes. They want to do more active things. So it can kind of cause a little bit of friction in the relationship, even if the relationship is really good. Okay, but inadvertently, our client will stop losing weight because it's starting to cause a problem. So that's one of the secondary gain elements that I always advise looking for with weight loss clients. But if your client isn't a weight loss client, there will still be other secondary gain issues to look out there for. Pain is a big one, right? Often when we feel better, now we have to do work. Right now, we're expected to do the laundry and mow the lawn, but when I had when I had back pain, I wasn't expected to do any chores, right? So when we're working with our clients on any pain or sensation of pain, often there's secondary gain because if they get better, now they're expected to do more. Okay, so those are some standard aspects of phase 5 right there. Now, the secret ingredient is 7th path self-hypnosis. Not only do you want to do one-on-one hypnosis with your clients, and one-on-one is best. You can do group, but I don't recommend it at the beginning, okay? Once you have enough experience, then you can do group, and you'll work with some of them privately. But at the beginning, you're just going to do private one-on-one sessions and help a lot of people. So you'll do a private session with them, and then you'll also teach them very powerful self-hypnosis so that when your client goes home, they're able to do hypnosis with themselves and stabilize and get results, even more results that week, even when they're not in front of you, okay? And so why 5-path? Well, it's systematic, okay? So you're not going to be sitting there wondering like I was. So when I graduated from my other hypnosis training program, I was going to practice on a friend of mine, and I had no idea what to do first. That's really what made me realize, Erica, you need to get a little more training if you don't even know what to do first with a client. And that's when 3 days later, I met with someone in town who was a hypnotist, and he advised me to become a 5-path hypnotist. And so then I did become a 5-path hypnotist, and I have been ever since. Okay, it's been 11 years, and I still use hypnosis, use 5-path with my clients, with every single client. I still do. I've added things to it, okay, but that's how 5-path is designed. It's designed to be a framework. So if you're already a therapist or a healer in some way, and you already have a program, or you already have ways that you like to work with your clients, 5-path can either be worked into it, or you can take pieces from it, okay? And that's really nice, of course, because you're not going to get bored with 5-path either. But the second reason I really love 5-path is because it's criteria based. Okay, so when your client passes the test for somnambulism, which you would learn in class, now they are ready to receive deep hypnotic suggestions. So it's systematic and criteria based. There's going to be things that your client, either they do this or they do this, and you're going to make a decision there, but it's easy for you to do. And what happens, because we make that part easy for you, the systematic part is easy, now you get to be more of you is really focused on your client. Okay, rather than trying to figure out what to do or what script to read, you get to just focus on your client. So we're going to catch moments of hesitation. We're going to catch when they change their mind. We're going to catch or notice when they are perhaps confused about something, and that's really when we get to do the really deep work, when we're paying that close attention to our client. We're going to catch something that's been overlooked by them and other people in their life for quite some time, forever. Okay, but it's also easy to learn and effective. Okay, you don't really need any other experience to learn 5-path, where there's other styles of hypnosis that are way complicated, very complicated. Okay, they're effective, but they're complicated, and we don't need complex. We don't need complicated. We want simple and easy for our clients and simple and easy for you. And so the number one reason is that clients get results. I mean, the rest of it doesn't really matter nearly as much as clients get results. Thank you, Erica, for giving me my husband back. Thank you, Erica. I haven't felt that relaxed in my entire life. We just got another 5-star Google rating on our Google business page for helping somebody stop cannabis. And he has a great life. There were no stressors, but he was going in the wrong direction. And so this hypnosis works across the board for many, many issues, okay? All right. So I want to invite you to our 6-month flagship accredited hypnosis certification training program. It's 7 days of live and intensive training. So 7 days here at Cascade Hypnosis Center. We're in part of the classroom here, and we have another part of it in another part down the hall. But I am at the location right now. And a 6-month post-certification training implementation. I have to tell you guys, it is a lot of fun to not just teach anymore, but teach and continue working with our grads. Our grads right now, all of them have seen clients. So the grads who graduated in July, they have all seen clients. Some of them have seen, I think one of them has seen 3 or 4 paying clients, and they just graduated in July. So they're already making their money back on this course, and they are on track to having a systematic practice. And what I mean by that is every week new clients are coming in. And so in this 6-month training, the goal is to help you get and work with your first clients to establish a systematic marketing. I don't want to say funnel because it's not really a funnel, but it is something that systematically your clients are going to come in, they'll get on your calendar, and you will be able to launch or open a part or full-time practice. So, who is this for? It's for hypnotists who want to launch their practice without the stress of entrepreneurship. I would say at least half of our students in class have never owned a business before. So, if you've never owned a business, don't worry. We know exactly how to help you. And we also have the other half who have run businesses before, and they recognize that the specific and unique aspects of the hypnosis profession, they want that information too. So what we find is if you've been an entrepreneur before, our entrepreneurs get a lot of value out of our 6-month course because it's so specific to our profession and there's so much details. And for the folks who haven't been entrepreneurs before, everything to get a business started, we help take away all of that chaos and all of that headache because we've helped so many of our grads start new practices. So you get to know exactly what to do with every client, including how to get new clients. Now, one of the things that we're going to do, and one thing that will be part of your practice as a professional hypnotist and a 5-pather, will be that you do not sell single sessions. Okay, you might see a lot of other hypnotists out there, or you might see things online, single session, stop smoking. We don't do that because we believe it's unethical. Okay, you at least need to do 2 sessions so that you can see how your client did the first time. And these types of single session wonder sessions are typically marketing only, and they tend to not help our clients as much as we would like them to. Some people can get results here, they really can, but often a lot of folks are left thinking, oh, that hypnosis didn't work for me. And then they come to me. Oh, Erica, I went to this single session of weight loss the other day and it didn't work, so now they come to me. Okay, so the other nice thing about only selling packages is that it's much easier on you and it's much easier on your profitability. So rather than needing to have 30 new clients a month for a full-time practice generating 10K or above, you really only need to have 10 new clients a month. And that would be 10 clients at a $1,000 package for 5 sessions, which most people find no problem paying $1,000 for 5 sessions of hypnosis right now. Okay, that would be a starter rate. Okay, after that, you're probably going to generate a signature program and ongoing programs. Okay, and with enough experience, now you can do group, and some of your group will sign up to work with you privately. You get to create passive income from those group trainings, recordings, courses, and so you can make money while you're sleeping. Okay. All right, so let me jump down here to, we are looking for a compassionate hypnotist to introduce a new era of hypnosis using modern and effective techniques. So the requirements, anyone with a desire to help others at the deepest level. You don't need to have any specific training. Honestly, I really want to mention this. If you have the heart, I'll teach you the rest. If you don't come with your heart in the right place, and I have to say this because some folks really like the coolness of hypnosis. They want to do street hypnosis. They want to be up on stage, and that is not this class. Okay, we are very heart-centered and loving, and it is all about the client. So bring your heart. I'll teach you the rest. Okay? There's no training in psychology or education. Nothing like that is required. Just your life experience, and your personal life experience will help tremendously in this situation. Just like me, I lost weight, stopped drinking, and got rid of my TMJ, all with hypnosis. Okay? And you'll have some experiences like that too. All right. Now, this is Be the Lighthouse. This is just shining your light. These are our grads. They've authored books. They are successful hypnotists. Here's Kathy Hardy. Look at her income last year, $140,000. Good job, Kathy. So Kathy was in our 6-month mentorship program. I helped her So we trained with her and helped her launch her practice, and then helped her get hooked in to write some books, and she's just doing awesome, 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 awesome. And all of these guys are doing fantastic. We have this content online, by the way. If you guys want to look at our results, you can go to cascadehypnosistraining.com/results, and all of this content is there, so you can look it up again. What I want to get to, since we're almost out of time, is now the time for you. Okay, because the next training is October 27th through November 2nd. It's coming up in just a couple of weeks, and we are almost sold out. So we only have one spot left for in-person. If you want to join remotely, there's more spots available, but there's only one spot left for in-person. There's us in the classroom downstairs. So here's what our training program includes. Comprehensive pre-work. The pre-work is important, but you get to do it in the privacy of your own home. And this is important because I know that when you're investing in yourself in a program like this, you want to come ready. You want to come ready. You don't want to have to sit there for the basics, okay? So you're going to go through comprehensive pre-work that brings everybody up to a high clip level of understanding with hypnosis, so we get to start at a high level, okay? And we have in-person 7-day training. It starts on a Sunday, it ends on a Saturday, and they are intense days, but I teach it hypnotically, okay? So it's fun, it's exciting. Most people become good friends with the other people in class. You have access to the Hypnosis Training Library. We have lots of advanced programs and material in there. I don't really want you looking at that to begin with. I want you launching your practice and working with clients right away, but we do have significant advanced training on weight loss, anxiety, values, things like that in our training library. And of course, we give you marketing content and templates to make it easy for you to launch and get started. If this sounds good to you, what we'd like you to do is get registered. You can apply, and if you do so before the end of the day tomorrow, we'll give you $500 off. So Tim just put the link in there. Thank you, Tim. Go ahead and click on that link, and then what I want you to do is when you get to the application, this is kind of what the application looks like. At the bottom here, just type in success. Were you referred to us by one of our previous hypnotists? You're referred by me from this class right now. So type in success and send in your application, and you'll get $500 off enrollment. And what that means is that after you send in your application, Tim will connect with you for a short interview where you can ask us any question you want about hypnosis, any question you want about the logistics, any question you want about the program, any question at all. We want to give you an opportunity to talk to a real person, to ask all your questions, get everything answered so that you can make a really good decision about hypnosis training. So, like I said before, we only have one spot left for in-person, but virtually there are plenty of spots. If you want to train with us in Bellingham, please apply now and be sure to put in success so that you can get your $500 bonus. Now, also, if you have additional questions, let's say for some reason you don't really want to apply, but you do have additional questions, you can just schedule a call with Tim instead. And by doing that, you can do that at this link right here, hypnotraining/admissions, and Tim will, and you can get scheduled with him and ask any questions you'd like there. So I want to say thank you guys very much for joining here today. Thank you, Tim. And it's been a great honor to serve you and help you with this. If you have any other questions, be sure to reach out. And we look forward to seeing you in the hypnosis classroom soon. Once again, our next course is October 27th through November 2nd. And now is the time to get registered. So find us at cascadehypnosistraining.com/apply. Thanks, everyone. I'm Erica Flint. Bye for now. Love you lots.
Recording.